But so they're complaining. We remember all that. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. Now, the manna was, it says, like a coriander seed, and the color thereof is the color of bdellium, which is just sort of yellowish. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills and beat it in a mortar and baked it in pans and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. So this is manna. Most of you know manna. What it means is, what is it? When it first came, what is it? What is this stuff? That's what it means. And it was in thin flakes. From the scripture, like a coriander seed, which was an herb. It looked like rosin, tasted like honey wafers, like something made with olive oil. They were instructed to take an omer, that's about 2 quarts worth, in a jar, to put it either in or near the Ark of the Covenant in the Holy of Holies. Most people presume it was in. There's some dispute that it was next to it. It disappears later on. But initially, that's what they did do as a memorial for the nation. And the manna. And obviously, the problem is that they're making cakes with it. They're making muffins with it. They're baking bread with it. They're making manna pancakes. They're making, manicotti. Manischewitz, or whatever, okay. So it was supplied to them, by the way, until they began to eat the produce of the land. In the days of Joshua, when they enter the land, the manna stops. So during the entire 38 years of wandering in the wilderness, this was God's provision. And it's very instructive to understand that this is introduced in Exodus chapter 16. There's manna, and they're instructed to gather it for 6 days. Only as much as they can use. It will not keep, it'll spoil. So every person had to get their own and collect for their needs, but not more than that. Until Friday. On Friday, there'd be twice as much, and they were allowed to take enough for Shabbat, because none would fall on Shabbat. And for some strange reason, that didn't spoil overnight. Get the picture? Now, what's fascinating about Exodus 16 is it's 4 chapters before Exodus 20. Exodus 20 is when the law is given. Understand what's going on here? They are observing Shabbat before the law was given. When the law is given, they're instructed to remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, but it didn't institute then. Because of their diligence in that regard, it becomes an emblem of the nation Israel. But it wasn't ordained as a result of the law. It was being practiced before the law was given. Where was it introduced? Genesis chapter 2. That's one reason we take Shabbat seriously. We're not under the law. We don't tally 613 commandments, whatever. But that doesn't mean we don't respect and honor the appointment God has ordained. But so that's the quick snapshot of the manna.